you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Hankins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On second down, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Baldwin. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Bryant's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Garoppolo to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Now a handoff looking right. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So a defensive timeout, chance to regain. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for San Francisco, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And